Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we have got a very interesting yet cool knife to show you guys. This, of course, is the KB Knives Folklore. This is a design collaboration with Mr. D. Sharon Designs, Derek's knife design, anyway, brought to life by KB Knives. Now, this is really... we've got sort of the modern and the traditional all kind of wrapped up in this one, as far as I see. Now, you've got the titanium, right? But as you can see, you've got the jigging going on in it. You've got sort of that tiger stripe, which I really, really like. Now, talking to Derek, he was hoping it would turn out a little... you've really kind of got to... And, well, it's the camera and the lighting, too. But that tiger stripe anode that we've seen come from KB, I personally like it. I like the way it looks. Now, with the jigging and stuff, it does kind of hide it a little bit. But there's more than one version. So, just keep that in mind. But I like the way it looks, personally. Obviously, full titanium. You got a titanium backspacer, titanium clip. You do have a lanyard spot right there. Nice spot for a lanyard, titanium clip. Now, it doesn't necessarily say it's... No, with the curvature and stuff on it, it's not going to be a reversible clip. It just doesn't look like it's a reversible clip to me, with the curvature on it. I could be mistaken, but it just doesn't look like it. Frame lock. And of course, you've got a couple different methods of deployment. You've got the dual thumb studs, and you have sort of that front flipper there. Pretty low profile, which I'm definitely liking. Now, their overall fit and finish is done very well. There's no sharp spots where there shouldn't be. Everything feels very, very well done. As far as the action goes, jumps out off of those, and I mean, that's smooth. That is super, super smooth. There's no shake needed there, well, except for my natural shake. Front flipper, too, you guys know. Low profile front flippers, that's what I was trying to say, are good. I mean, this one flips very easily. Your leverage point is right where it needs to be. There's really good jimping to help you get that grip, and it really, really flips smoothly. Now, the blade. Wow. Tanto blade. Very nice. There you go. D. Sharon. Now, I am not the first one to have this. I'm going to focus on it. M390 right there. But look, man, that compound grind, you've got a very, very nice hollow. Got the flat up front, nice grind on the tip there. Pretty wicked, wild blade. Now, you guys know my feelings on compound grinds. They're not my favorite, but that looks like I could make it disappear very, very quickly with a couple of sharpenings, for sure. Belt satin looks really, really nice. Very, very cool. Now, you do have a little bit of a forward choil there. It's... If you're going to use it as a finger choil, the best thing I can say is be really careful. Absolutely. Absolutely be careful. Now, got to point out that this is not a brand new out-of-the-box knife. This is one that's a few people have seen. But I will tell you, when I took this thing out and did the old rope thing, 6 and 9 thread, I mean, it wasn't even a challenge for those. I will say, when I started putting it through, especially, the 6 and 9 thread for sure, but as I bent the rope over and just started putting pressure on it, that hollow grind just started sinking into the rope. I hadn't even made a cutting action, and it was already pushing its way through the rope. Now, for the 21 thread, tanto points, the short cutting edge there, I mean, we're looking at, an 1.5-ish on that hollow grind. It started out really, really well, and then I had to come off the tip. Got to about 70%. about 70% through half-inch natural fiber rope. That's why I wanted to make sure I pointed out I'm not the first one to use this knife. So, not sure what has been cut before, pardon me. So, just wanted to throw that disclaimer out there. But let's get a quick spec check. Just shy of 8 inches. I'm going to give it 7 3/4. Handle is not quite 4.5. So we're going to should end up with about fairly close to a 3.5 inch cutting edge. And then your cutting edge with the compound grind is going to fall right in at about that 3 inches. Grip length, I mean, as I grab it, I'm pretty forward on it. I am going to give it about 3 3/4 on the grip length. As I grip it, I definitely have room left over. So room for larger hands. Now I can get up there. And, you know, it's not really a forward finger choil. It's just kind of a oversized sharpening choil, which keeps that thumb stud out of the cutting edge and out of the sharpening path. So very good, very well thought out design by Derek, for sure. Digging it. All right, size comparison. What do we got? There it is up against the bug out. Bug out's definitely a smaller knife, not too small, but it's smaller. And then, of course, we'll get the old PM2 out there. And PM2 is going to have it by just a bit on the blade. And 1/4 inch on the blade, 1/4 inch on the handle, right around there. And, of course, there we go. Little weight, 4.3 ounces, or, 122 grams. Now, there is quite a bit of milling going on. There is quite a bit of weight reduction going on. Let's see if we can. It's so dark. Let's see. Where's my? There we go. Let's see. Let's shed some light on this subject and see if we can pull that milling out for. There you go. There you can see. It's got quite a bit of milling going on both sides. There you go. You can kind of see the milling pockets in there. And also the back spacer is hollow to help reduce weight. So, like I said, it's very well thought out design for sure. So overall, what are my thoughts? The fit and finish, done very well. Little bit right there. You know, and sometimes that is a thing. Now, you've got the jigging going on. I don't really think the jigging gets too involved. Yeah, right there maybe. With that. So, it's not bad. I get it. I mean, I'm squeezing. My finger's not being pushed up in there. Too bad. I mean, it's okay. There's just a little bit. Just a little bit of, I'll call it roughness. I won't call it sharp or anything like that. Just a little bit. But other than that, fit and finish done very, very well. The action is beautiful. Jumps out on the thumb studs. I mean, there's no shake. You turn it, it falls. The front flipper, got to give it credit where credit is due. It absolutely flips very, very nicely. Yeah, and then ergos. Of course, ergos, I mentioned that point already. But other than that, it's not bad. Feels very good in hand. Pocket clip, not an issue. Overall, you've got a very, very well done, well thought out design by Derek for sure. And pretty well executed by KB as well. Very, very nice knife. I really appreciate Derek allowing this one to come around to me. I'll have to find out if it's going to somebody next or if it's going back to him for sure. But thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the KB Knives Folklore, designed by our good friend Sharon Designs. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, guys. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.